Stimulus checks were mailed out last month, but there might be some confusion or maybe angst about this latest round of money coming from the federal government. We're talking live right now with Paul Auster. He's the president of the nationwide credit repair firm Better Qualified. And Paul, we appreciate you being with us today live. And we know that this round of stimulus money has gone out, but it might be different from the previous stimulus round. How so?
So this round of stimulus checks was passed under the American Rescue Act, unlike the previous checks, which was part of FEMA, disaster relief and benefits. So under this new package, they wanted to pass it more quickly. So they had to pass it through a budget reconciliation process, which certainly expedited the process, but it left consumers a little bit unprotected.
So there are people who've got debt and are also getting those stimulus checks. Is it possible that they might be able to garnish some of this money that's coming to folks?
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, these private debt collectors. So you won't get hit with, something from the IRS, federal debt, child support. But the private debt collectors know that this loophole exists. So they're coming after people. They're freezing and seizing bank accounts. So you really have to be careful about protecting the stimulus check.
And how can you check to see if that's actually happening? And if it is happening, do you have any recourse?
So if you've ever been, served a court order, there's been a judgment that's been filed against you, then you can be sure that these private debt collectors are coming after you. But unfortunately, sometimes they get default judgments. So if you're going to get a physical check, I wouldn't deposit it in your bank account. Maybe have a family member cash it or deposit it, save it for a rainy day. If you're getting a direct deposit, check your account as often as possible. As soon as the money hits, I would withdraw that money so you can protect it. Because if they get a court order, even though the Bankers Association said they do not agree with this, it is a loophole. If it's a court order, they don't have anything, any ground to stand on, and they'll have to freeze and seize your account.
Paul Auster with the company Better Qualified. We thank you so much for joining us live here on Fox 4 News at 6 with the info.
Thanks for having me back on.
Have a good evening.